Some time ago, there's this Indian who wanted to be president of the United States. I can't pronounce his name. I'm not familiar with it. Swami, something like that. I'm not sure. But I just happened to see it on TV the other day. And he had gone to some rally, MAGA rally, and, try to solicit their support. He wants to run for governor. And he was being questioned. There was a little boy, a little white boy, walked up to him and was telling him about Jesus Christ. A little boy looked like maybe he was 8, 9. And he was telling him who Jesus Christ is. He was telling this guy who wants to be governor who Jesus Christ is and what Jesus Christ represents. Jesus Christ is the only God. And by this guy being an Indian and he was of some other faith, how could he justify being of that faith running to be a governor of a state where most of the people are Christian? And it reminded me of so many little kids when they hear things and they learn stuff and then they think they got it going on, especially when they can repeat what they've been told and they think they really know what's going on, right? And little boy reminded me of that. And I'm thinking about all of the troubles that are going on in my hometown, my home state, all across this country and all across the globe. And I want you, and I'm thinking about what that little boy said, and I'm thinking about what the problems are across the globe, and I'm thinking about you, the people. And I was trying to figure out what the problem is. Let me see, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to think with me for a moment. Maybe you can help me figure this out. For a moment, just for this here, just see if we can get something out of this scenario. Let's pretend that I'm God, not really God, but maybe I'm somewhere. We playing a game. I got a pencil and a paper, and we're doing something. But I'm playing like I'm God, and you guys agree. Okay, so I'm God, and I have made all you people. I've made black people, white people, men, women, old folks, young folks. I've made black folks, white folks, Asian folks. Everybody. I've made them all. I made all of you. I just got you sitting in the corner. Sitting in nothing, just waiting. Then I fold out of earth. Aren't you with me so far? I fold out of earth. And when I fold it out, all that you've ever seen on earth is what's there. And you know there's much that you've never seen because you've only been in a little place. And then I think about what you will need to survive on this earth. So I make sure all of the resources that would be required to do all of the things that you might want to do or want to experience. I make sure that those resources are on the earth. Some in the earth, some are on the earth, some above the earth, some are seen, some invisible. Got all this power. And so I'm making it there like that for all of the various reasons that you can imagine why I make it like that. And then I make you capable to be able to discern where things are, what's supposed to be done, and how to do it. I just prepare you so you'll be ready. This is me now. I want you to think about me and you. And now I think about what I want you to experience. Think about what I want you to experience. I want you to experience your needs, your wants, and your desire to be met. Ooh, that's what I want for every human being on the face of the earth. I want you to be with me now. Be with me. Don't leave me. Not only do I want your needs, wants, and your desires met, I want you to live in peace and be prosperous and free. I want you to be happy and joyous. And I want every individual on earth to live their dreams. You with me? You haven't left me, right? You're still with me. I'm pretending like I'm God, and I'm pretending like you're the people that I've created and all the stuff. You're still with me. Okay. So I've got all of the resources here. I got the earth here. I got you here, and I'm God. Excuse me. So you're living your dreams. Now, what can I imagine, and maybe you can too, that you will definitely need to survive on this earth, and things that you might need to help you enjoy some of the other stuff. Well, let's identify a few. You're gonna need food. You're gonna need clothing. You're gonna need shelter. You're gonna need education. You're gonna need health care. You're gonna need transportation. You're gonna need infrastructure, and all of the other things like computers and telephones and televisions and spaceships. All those other things that you might want to do through your imagination. So I got it set up just like that. Everything is beautiful. Now, in order to achieve all the things that I just got through describing to you, that I have designed and set up so that you can experience it in your life, so that you can live and feel as though your dreams are real. And if there was ever a heaven, you must be experiencing it right now. Now, in order for you to be able to receive this, every last one of you at the appropriate time must engage yourself in the process of making sure that all the stuff that I just got at mentioning exists. In other words, you got to choose a career, a job, something you're here. Now you got to be here for something, not just to enjoy life, but to make sure that enjoyment is available by choosing something that you enjoy, that you love, that is rewarded by giving you joy, that allows you to put your love and your joy together and permits you to continue as long as you, the people, determine and God is in agreement with you that your heaven exists. And ladies and gentlemen, what that basically means is that everything is wonderful and everything is fine. Now just imagine, right? This is what I just got to imagining with you. That mean God. And this is what I would do. Nothing, everything is fine, right? I didn't say anything that was not fine. Now let's just look at this. All of a sudden somebody comes over and look at it and see everything is fine. And for some strange reason, they determine that there could be something better. If people having a great life doing this, just think about increase more of what they're doing, they have a greater life. But they don't understand that in order to increase more, you got to take from others who will have a decrease. So not only are these other people gaining additional life that they putting in the bank because they can't do nothing with it. These other folks have lost life, and it's creating the pain and the suffering. It's creating the atmosphere for the lying, the cheating, the hatred, and the racism and the bigotry. Now, knowing this, what would you do? Would you change your way, or would you keep on living this painful life that others are experiencing? You might not be experiencing the pain, but others are. Which one would you choose? Well, the purpose of basic human rights for all people is to mention to you that the choice is there. Because I know, and as many of you recognize, just like that little white boy who came up there telling this guy what he himself had been programmed, not knowing that that little program information, that little bit that he sat there and said, didn't do anything to stop stealing the land of the natives. It didn't do anything to stop to end slavery, and it hasn't yet. It didn't do anything for the name of justice. It didn't do anything to stop Donald Trump and all this hell that's going on in America right now. But you sit up there bragging about it. Nah. What kind of God is that? What kind of God is that can't even show you the way to do the right thing? You don't even know what the right thing is. You just got everybody doing their thing because they figure their thing is the thing that works. And it might work for them, but it ain't working for nobody else. And because you are hooked up through an education and introduction in life that is vile, you have no direction at all. God loves you. And so I know what I just shared with you. It's hard to believe. But you must know that the sun does shine. Until next time, goodbye for now.